Welcome back to Market Analyzer channel. My name is Mike, and today we're talking about one of the hottest AI stocks in the market right now, AMD stock. The big question investors are asking is, can AMD stock keep going higher after this massive AI rally? Or is the stock starting to become overheated? Let's break everything down. Now, before we dive into the fundamentals, let's first look at what AMD stock has actually done over the past year, because the move has been massive. Over the last 12 months, AMD stock has surged dramatically as investor excitement around artificial intelligence exploded across the semiconductor sector. The stock benefited heavily from rising AI demand, data center growth, hyperscaler spending, and increasing optimism that AMD could become one of the biggest AI winners outside of Nvidia. One of the biggest catalysts was AMD's rapidly expanding AI and data center business. The company recently reported first quarter 2026 revenue of more than $10 billion, while data center revenue surged roughly 57% year-over-year to nearly $5.8 billion. That's extremely important because the data center segment has now become AMD's main growth engine. And Wall Street loved those numbers. After earnings, AMD stock jumped sharply higher as investors realized the company's AI growth story was accelerating faster than expected. Now let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Over the past 5 years, AMD has completely transformed as a company. Back then, AMD was mostly known for gaming chips and consumer CPUs. Today, AMD is viewed as a serious AI infrastructure company competing directly against some of the largest technology companies in the world. The stock went through several major phases during this 5-year period: explosive pandemic-era growth, a major semiconductor sell-off, aggressive interest rate fears, AI-driven recovery, and now the current AI infrastructure boom. The latest rally has been driven by one huge idea, that AI demand could continue exploding for many years, and AMD is positioning itself aggressively to capture that opportunity. CEO Lisa Su recently said AMD expects the server CPU market to grow more than 35% annually through 2030 because of AI demand. That is a massive long-term growth projection. AMD is also investing heavily in AI infrastructure and production capacity. The company recently announced plans to invest more than $10 billion into Taiwan's AI ecosystem to support advanced chip manufacturing. And this is where things get really interesting. AMD is increasingly becoming the main alternative to Nvidia for many AI customers. Large cloud providers are actively looking for alternatives because Nvidia's GPUs remain extremely expensive. Now, before we continue, if you're enjoying this AI-powered stock analysis, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss future stock breakdowns. Now, let's talk about the biggest question. Can AMD stock actually continue going higher from here? In my opinion, the answer is yes, but investors should expect volatility. Fundamentally, AMD still looks very strong. Revenue growth is accelerating. AI demand remains extremely powerful. Margins are improving, and Wall Street continues raising expectations. Some analysts even believe AMD's valuation may still look reasonable relative to its long-term AI growth potential. But there are also risks investors should understand. The stock has already rallied very aggressively. Expectations are now extremely high. And whenever expectations become too high, even strong earnings can sometimes trigger short-term sell-offs. Another major challenge is competition. Nvidia still dominates the AI GPU market and maintains a massive ecosystem advantage. AMD still needs to prove it can continue taking market share consistently over the next several years. But if AI infrastructure spending continues exploding globally, there may be enough demand for multiple major winners in the sector. Personally, I think AMD remains one of the strongest long-term AI opportunities. The company is executing extremely well. The AI market opportunity is enormous, and AMD is becoming more deeply integrated into global AI infrastructure every quarter. However, after such a powerful rally, investors should absolutely expect larger swings and periodic pullbacks along the way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications for more stock analysis and videos. See you next time.